Hey, I'm HKyle, and today I've been making a Boid simulation. Boids are a simple way to simulate flocking behaviors. I didn't follow them exactly how I should have, but I did do some optimizations, and that's what I was worried about. And I also made some modifications to the actual Boids so they wouldn't act so weird and rigid. But let me explain how boids work a little bit. Boids follow three main rules: alignment, cohesion, and separation. Alignment, boids, is where boids try and match the direction of nearby boids. Cohesion is where boids move towards the center of their group. Separation is where boids avoid getting too close to each other. As you can see on screen, they're doing it. I modified this a little bit to where they're not as rigid because they would be like metal floating through. So I added a bit of randomness to the actual boids themselves so they jitter around a little bit. And they also have a small chance of breaking away from the group, so it's not just conglomerated into one group at the end of the simulation. And I also adjusted the separation distance because I was having large densities where they would form basically these giant black holes. And the optimizations I did is if we followed the original algorithm as it is, it would get slow fast. So imagine you're at a big party and you want to find the people closest to you. If you had to check every single person in the room one by one, that would take forever. That's what happens when you loop through every boid to check distances. It's slow. Instead of checking everyone, imagine we divided the party into smaller sections like tables. Now you only need to look at the people at your table and the nearby tables, not the whole entire room. That's what the lookup grid does. It splits the space into smaller areas so each boid only has to look at the ones near it. So, now that that's all done, I can have some fun with the simulation. So currently we are at 1,000 boids, but let me try and crank it up to 5,000. Let's see, 5,000 with 100 by 100 radius. Or not radius, area. Quite laggy, but it's not as bad if it had to loop through every single boid in the simulation, which is the great optimization. I love it. And I think I made the area a bit too small. I think I can make it 1,000 by 1,000 live. Okay, there. Let's see if they separate. I want to see if they separate a bit. As they separate, it should get less and less laggy. We can zoom in on a small patch. Let's see how far they get from each other. Let the simulation settle down a little bit. Can I always see density spots like that spot? It's breaking up. Here, too. That one's getting quite far from the group. So I'm gonna let a time lapse of this, and we'll just see what happens. Alright, so we're back, and I think it's separated out quite a bit. I mean, we still have swarms exploring out here, but if we go back towards the center, it's still quite crowded. But as you can see, there are a few flocks forming. They're not too fast. Well, the flocks aren't really moving. This one has like no net. And they're just scattering. I wonder if I have all the chances too high. But you saw the small one. You saw the small simulation, which was cool. So that'll be it. Thank you for watching. Share it please. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.